Have you ever wondered why Argentina's economy is often described as a mess? It's a question that's puzzled economists and policymakers alike for decades. Argentina's economy is something of an enigma, a paradox that's difficult to untangle. On one hand, you have a country rich in natural resources with a well-educated population and a vibrant cultural scene. On the other, you have an economy that has been plagued with instability, inflation, and debt crises. Argentina's economic woes aren't a recent phenomenon. They date back to the mid-20th century, a time marked by turbulent politics, economic mismanagement, and social unrest. Over the years, the country has been through a roller coaster of booms and busts, each cycle leaving its economy more fragile than before. It's a cycle that seems to repeat itself, despite numerous attempts at reform. So what's at the heart of Argentina's economic troubles? Is it government policy, global economic forces, or something else altogether? These are just a few of the questions we'll be exploring as we delve into the enigma that is Argentina's economy. Let's delve deeper into this perplexing economic mystery. Argentina's economic woes didn't emerge overnight. The story of Argentina's economy is a tale of a roller coaster ride, marked by periods of impressive growth and dramatic downturns. To fully grasp the current economic situation, we need to take a step back and journey through the nation's tumultuous economic past. In the early 20th century, Argentina was one of the world's wealthiest nations, thanks to its abundant natural resources and booming agricultural sector. However, the Great Depression of the 1930s hit Argentina hard, leading to a period of economic instability and political upheaval. Post-World War II, Argentina embarked on a series of ambitious industrialization projects under the Peronist regime. Yet the rapid expansion led to mounting foreign debt and inflation, setting the stage for a cycle of economic crises that would plague the country for decades to come. During the 70s and 80s, Argentina grappled with hyperinflation, economic stagnation, and a brutal military dictatorship. The implementation of neoliberal economic policies in the 90s brought temporary relief, but at a high social cost. The turn of the millennium saw Argentina default on its international debt, triggering the worst economic crisis in the country's history. The influence of global economic trends on Argentina's economy cannot be overstated. From the oil shocks of the 70s to the global financial crisis of 2008, external factors have often exacerbated existing economic vulnerabilities. Political instability has also played a significant role. Argentina's history is marked by frequent changes in government, each with its own economic agenda. This lack of policy continuity has further compounded the country's economic challenges. In essence, the journey of Argentina's economy has been a complex interplay of internal and external factors. From periods of prosperity to times of crisis, from ambitious industrialization efforts to crippling debt defaults, the country's economic history is as rich as it is tumultuous. The past has set a challenging stage for Argentina's economic future. Fast forward to today and Argentina's economy remains a puzzle. In the here and now, we find Argentina's economy in a perplexing state. The nation is grappling with a trifecta of economic challenges: inflation, debt, and currency instability. Let's delve into these issues a bit more. Inflation is a monster that Argentina has been wrestling with for years now. Prices of goods and services are skyrocketing, creating a harsh environment for the average Argentinian. The inflation rate has been bouncing around like a yo-yo, reaching peaks that would make even the most seasoned economists wince. Next, let's talk about debt. Argentina, unfortunately, is no stranger to this. The country has defaulted on its debt not once, not twice, but 9 times. Yes, you heard it right, 9 times. The government's struggle to service its debt has led to a strained relationship with international creditors. In the process, Argentina has become a textbook example of a debtor nation. The third pillar of Argentina's economic conundrum is currency instability. The Argentine peso has been on a roller coaster ride of devaluation. This constant fluctuating value of the peso has led to an atmosphere of uncertainty, making it difficult for businesses and individuals to plan for the future. To add to these challenges, Argentina's GDP has been on a roller coaster ride, reflecting the country's turbulent economic journey. This economic volatility has left many Argentinians uncertain about their future and questioning the capability of their leaders to navigate these stormy economic waters. However, it's important to remember that these issues didn't just appear out of thin air. They are the result of a series of events and decisions made over the course of many years. And while it's easy to point fingers and assign blame, the reality is that the situation is far more complex. The modern-day picture is complex, but it's not without its reasons. Government policies have played a significant role in shaping Argentina's economic landscape. Let's delve into the impact of these policies, from fiscal and monetary to trade and regulation. Fiscal policy, for instance, influences how the government collects and spends revenue. In Argentina, the government has historically relied on borrowing and printing money to fund its expenses, leading to high inflation and debt. This constant borrowing has often resulted in financial crises, with the country defaulting on its debt 9 times in its history, the most recent being in the year 2020. Monetary policy, which involves controlling the supply of money and interest rates, has seen its fair share of issues too. The Central Bank of Argentina has often been under political pressure to print more money, exacerbating inflation. High inflation has led to the erosion of purchasing power for the Argentinian peso, causing economic instability and uncertainty. Trade policy, another key policy area, involves the rules and regulations related to import and export. Argentina has a history of protectionist trade policies, often imposing high tariffs and quotas to protect domestic industries. While this may benefit local businesses in the short term, it reduces competition and efficiency in the long run, hampering economic growth. Regulatory policy, which refers to the rules governing economic activity, has also played a part in Argentina's economic woes. A complex and ever-changing regulatory environment can deter foreign investment and stifle entrepreneurship, both crucial for economic development. These are just some of the ways government policies have shaped Argentina's economy. Each policy decision, be it fiscal, monetary, trade, or regulatory, has a ripple effect throughout the economy, influencing everything from the price of goods to the value of the currency. The government's role in the economy is a contentious issue with no easy solutions in sight. But understanding the impact of these policies is the first step towards navigating the complex web of Argentina's economic challenges. These economic issues aren't just numbers on a page, they impact the lives of everyday Argentinians. At the heart of Argentina's economic turmoil are the people who bear the brunt of each policy shift, each inflation spike, each devaluation. The instability has tangible effects on employment, income, and overall quality of life. Imagine the uncertainty of waking up each day unsure of what your salary will be worth. This has been the reality for many Argentine workers. With inflation rates that have soared into the double digits, the purchasing power of the average wage has been severely eroded. A day's pay that once bought a week's groceries might now barely cover a loaf of bread. The job market is another casualty of the economic instability. As businesses struggle to stay afloat amidst an unpredictable economy, unemployment has crept up. Many Argentinians stay in jobs they would rather leave, simply because the alternative, not having a job at all, is too daunting. Even those who are employed face the strain of an unstable economy. The value of their earnings can fluctuate wildly, making long-term planning a game of chance. Saving for a house, planning for retirement, even dreaming of a vacation, these become moving targets in an economy in flux. The quality of life isn't just about money though. It's about the stress and anxiety that come with economic uncertainty. It's about the strain on families, the impact on mental health, and the toll on the nation's spirit. It's about the dreams deferred and the opportunities lost. Yet through it all, the people of Argentina show their resilience. They adapt, they improvise, they innovate. They find ways to make ends meet, to support their families, to keep their businesses alive. They keep going, even when the odds seem stacked against them. Despite the challenges, Argentinians continue to push forward, exhibiting remarkable resilience in the face of adversity. So, where does Argentina go from here? The path forward for Argentina's economy is riddled with uncertainty, but not devoid of hope. A confluence of expert opinions and potential policy measures suggest a multi-pronged approach. Firstly, Argentina needs to address its chronic inflation issue. Experts propose tightening monetary policy, a difficult but necessary move that could stabilize the currency and restore confidence in the Argentine peso. Secondly, the country must tackle its debt problem. This could involve restructuring existing debts and implementing prudent fiscal measures to prevent future debt accumulation. Thirdly, structural reforms are key. These could include improving the business environment, fostering innovation, and encouraging foreign investment. Lastly, social policies to protect the most vulnerable citizens cannot be overlooked. These would help cushion the impact of economic adjustments on everyday Argentinians. However, these are not quick fixes. It's an uphill task requiring political will, economic discipline, and international support. The road to recovery is long and arduous, but not impossible. Only time will tell if Argentina can unravel its economic enigma and set a course for sustainable growth.